Hey guys, JM here from JM's 7 Days to Die PvP Playground. I am going to try a little challenge here today. It's not going to be a really hard challenge, but it will be a PvP challenge. I'm going to find a random server here, and well, I don't necessarily mean random. I'm going to find a server to play PvP on. I'm going to start out at new player. Not going to do this on a server that I already play on, obviously, because then I might be showing you guys where my base is, what my secrets are, things like that, and I'm not an idiot. We've had gamers in the past that come on our servers and do streaming and/or record videos and put them on YouTube, and everybody uses those videos to find those people's bases and take all their stuff, because that's what PvP is all about. But obviously, I'm not going to do that on the server that I already play on, where I already have an established base where people can use these videos against me. So I wanted to give you a video of the best way to start out on PvP. It's quite different from playing solo or playing on a PvE server. Zombies don't have anywhere near as much emphasis. You're much more afraid of the other players than you are of zombies, and 90% of the base you build is geared to defend or hide from other players, and you don't really worry about the zombies too much. They're obviously still part of the equation, but they just, they're more of an afterthought when building a base or hiding, that type of thing. Basically, you never build a base in a prefab on a PvP server. You will get found. You will lose all your stuff. Don't do it. Period. The thing to do on a PvP server is to find a flat piece of land and dig a hole straight down. In the beginning, preferably in the desert. You'll get the most resources and the most experience from digging holes in the desert, and it'll be much easier to dig a decent sized hole when you're at low level in the desert than if you try to do it in another area that's going to have rock. Your stone hatchet isn't going to do a whole lot of damage to rock. So you get a lot more resources. You get a lot of sand, but you also get stone along with the sand. And you will get other things as well, depending on your servers. If you're playing on a modded or a vanilla server, you can get shale oil. You can get diamonds, gold, silver, which you sell to the trader, or on a few servers you can use the diamonds to make an enhanced diamond bladed auger that does a lot more damage. You get a lot of nitrate. You can get coal in the sand in the desert. What am I missing? Obviously, you can still get quite a bit of iron ore. Anyway, it's just digging in sand is the number 2 way of mining, where you get the best experience. And so many of these guys make videos that show, how to survive this horde, how to survive that horde. On a PvP server, there's really never any concern about that, unless you want it to be. On a PvP server, you can just log out on Horde Night. Playing solo, you can't do that. You log out, when you log back in, it's still Horde Night. On a PvP server, you dig a hole in the ground, you put your stuff in it, you cover it up, which I'll show you how to do later. And if you're being bothered by the zombies on Horde Night, you just log out and come back in 20 minutes when Horde Night is over. So anyway, let's see if we can pick a server here. Now I already play on Ragnarok. That's really my main server. I've actually built some prefabs for that server. If you're playing on that server, if you find you'll find Bogsmart Distribution Center and Bogsmart grocery stores. Obviously, kind of modeled after a Walmart or a Kmart or a Walgreens or something. You find those buildings, those are buildings that I built for the server. I also have played on NAPVP, which isn't, I don't like quite as much as Ragnarok, but I gotta tell you, Ragnarok is brutal. I think I rage quit 4 or 5 times when I first started playing on Ragnarok 3 seeds ago, I believe it was, till I realized there's really no reason to do that. You know, it's actually a benefit when someone resets your character. I call it resetting your character when they take all your shit and you're left with nothing. Because you learn, hopefully. If you have a brain, you learn whatever you did to get yourself reset, you don't do that again. You learn by trial and error. You won't have to do as much trial and error if you watch my videos. I'll tell you things like what I said a moment ago. Do not build a base in a prefab building. An experienced player will see that a prefab building has been changed from the way it normally is, and he will come looking for you because he knows there will be stuff in there that you've hoarded in that prefab building. Anyway, let's take a look if we can find a decent, I prefer modded servers, but we can look at vanilla. I do want PvP. Here's one that was wiped on 7/27. Survival Gaming League. It's got 22 players on right now. That's quite a bit. Zombies Walk Run, which is pretty standard. And difficulty level 6, which is the highest possible. I didn't really want a difficulty level that high just because I want to have time to show you guys things, but 22 players online, there's going to be some risk involved, so I think we're going to try that one and log in and see what happens. Now it'll be up to you whether you played the game before or not. You've got those starting quests. You may or may not want to do those starting quests. By the way, I'm playing this on Alpha 16.4. Obviously, a lot of things are going to change when Alpha 17 comes out. But a lot of things are going to stay the same. So a lot of this stuff is still going to be very good information. Going to be stuff you need to know if you want to play on a PvP server. A lot of this will also still apply to any other server or playing solo. It'll be very good information, but this is going to be geared for what you have to do to defend against other players. Now, I'm probably going to get killed, and I don't know everything, but I do have probably 500 hours on PvP servers and another 2,500 playing solo. Alright, so we've got active admins already. That's always nice. Somebody's playing Rick Grimes. Oh, that's funny. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do our basic quests. Get our grass. You should do the basic quests. It's easy experience. Oh boy, we've got all kinds of... They're welcoming me to the server or survival game. LCBs only within 5k square. Blah blah blah. 0, 4 LCB limit. That's kind of ridiculous. How can I select this stupid thing? There we go. I got some duct tape and some yucca. We're going to toss the yucca. That's useless. More than likely. I mean, it could end up being a bad move, but at this point of the game, yucca's not going to do me that much good. I'm going to die. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die. I've got very little health and no way to defend myself. So having a bunch of yucca or even a little bit of yucca is not going to do me a whole lot of good. Now here's something I want to show you. Now this is a server where you can pick crops. Some PvP servers, in order to reduce lag, they've made it so you have to damage a crop like that with your fist or with a weapon in order to pick it. In this server you can pick them with E, using the E button, and you want to pick everything you see. Believe it or not, you do get a little bit of experience every time you pick a crop, so it's very easy experience, obviously, and you can do it at the same time you're doing lots of other things. Plus, the main way you get experience for this stuff is by selling it to the trader later. When you do find the trader, which you will, it's part of the opening quest. That's me walking, I'm listening. That's another thing I'll talk about in a second. You do find the trader, you can sell all this stuff to the trader, and it's not really worth a whole lot, but it's the experience. He ups your barter skill, which means you get more stuff, more dukes, or whatever currency they use on this server for it in the future. Plus, as your barter skill goes up, just like any other skill, as it goes up, your experience goes up, and that's how you get your levels. One of the fastest ways to get levels in the very beginning is sell everything you can to the trader and up your levels that way. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and... At this point, it doesn't really do a whole lot of good to worry about whether there's zombies around them. Obviously, you want to try to avoid them, but there's nothing you can do. Generally, you're going to spawn into an area that is low on zombies, so that's not something to worry about too much. Come on, make that clothing, baby. There we go. You have to put all this stuff on. You got to make it all. The first thing I was supposed to make was a bedroll. Actually, I probably should go ahead and do that since I went out of order. I just made all that stuff and it may not even count. We'll see. I got 16 seconds for the bedroll, so let's go ahead and get some more grass. Anything else around? Not going to go into a city or even close to a city at this point. You notice these green bushes like that one? You punch those and you're going to get wood. Almost everything else you're going to get grass. Obviously a small tree like this, you're going to get wood. It's going to take a little while to break it down with your fist, just as it would in real life. You can pick up these rocks off the ground. You're going to need those to make a wood hatchet, or excuse me, a stone hatchet, or a stone shovel, which we'll use. Oops, there's a base. Look at that base. I'm going to drink a little water here. Alright, we're hydrated totally. There's a lake there we see in the distance. We can go fill our jar up. Don't want to immediately drink that water. We're going to go ahead and scrap this land claim block. There's no reason to have a land claim block this early in the game. Okay. So, let's place our bedroll, as it's telling us to do. Select 8. Bedroll is down. I'm going to make these videos about 30 minutes, so it's not too long. Doesn't get too boring for you. Obviously, if you want to watch a whole bunch back to back, you can do that. But it makes it easier for me to upload 30 minutes at a time. Alright, now everybody knows you can pick your bedroll back up. Hopefully, if you can get it selected. There we go. We can pick it back up. Put it back down again. You can also have 100 bedrolls in your inventory at a time if you want. It's never a bad idea to have a whole bunch of bedrolls. Carry them around with you at all times. You get in a sticky situation. If you have a second, you can drop one down. If you do die, you're close by to try and get back and get your stuff. Okay, so we placed our bedroll. We've gathered wood, plant fibers, and small stone. Now we need to craft a stone axe. We do that with small stones, plant fibers, and wood. We've got some of everything, so we go ahead and going to craft our stone axe. We'll cancel those bedrolls for now just so that the stone axe gets out faster. And we'll go ahead and put them back in. Alright, now we've got our stone axe. We've completed that part of the quest. Select one. That's where our stone axe is right now. You can chop trees a lot faster, get a lot more wood a lot faster, you see as well. Alright. And chop a full tree. I like to never take the trees down to 0 unless I'm just so powerful I'm not worried about it anymore. Because as soon as the tree falls, I'll go ahead and show you this once. See what happens, that tree falls, makes a lot of noise. That noise can be heard from a distance. If another player's in the area, he's going to know that you're in the area, and he may come looking for you to hunt you to take your stuff. You know, this is a survival game. You want to keep as much stuff as possible. You don't want somebody else taking your stuff. You want to be taking their stuff. So, another thing you want to do when you're doing anything like this that's going to take a little time is do what I call the 7 days to die dance. You basically dance around the tree, and at the same time you're chopping wood, you're watching in the distance. Okay, you're looking off to the side areas at the same time, and you're watching for zombies and or other players. You basically, you know, you've heard the term, you got to keep your head on a swivel. Yeah, that's basically what you have to do. Get some feathers there. I'll be able to make some arrows soon. I don't know what the loot on this server is yet, so I don't know how long we're going to be using arrows. But for right now, we're going to pick up everything. As you see, we're picking more crops. Because as I said, you see that? I just reached level 2. Picking crops. You got experience, okay? So it's a very simple thing to do. You don't need any skill. You don't need to craft anything. You don't need, and you're getting experience. All right, so there's no reason not to run around and do it constantly at low level. Obviously, once you get to higher levels, you know, you'll be breaking rocks with pickaxes, but to stand here and break a rock with this stone axe that's going to lose durability very quickly at this point is just pointless. You don't get very much resources, and most of these resources you don't really need right now. That's the other thing I'm going to try and teach you here is you don't want to keep everything. At some point, certain points in the game, certain resources will be valuable to you, and at other points in the game, those resources will be useless to you. Like if I get lead or brass right now, I will simply throw it away. Because there's no point in me carrying that stuff around in my inventory, taking up space, when there's nothing I can do with it at this point. Now you might say, oh, you could take it back to your base and store it, or you could stash it somewhere. But I'm sorry, that is a waste of time. You know, you might end up with 17 or 25 lead at this point of the game, taking up space in your inventory when you could have had something there that's much more useful at this point. Now, well, there's obviously a player in this area recently because all of these loot items have been looted. Now, here's the only thing I don't know in this server. What is the loot respawn rate? The loot respawn rate is how fast the loot comes back to a container, like say this bird nest or that tree stump back there. How fast will there be something in there once someone has just looted it? I don't know what that is on this server, but if I knew that, that would tell me if it's say a 5-day respawn rate, someone has been in this area in the last 5 days. And when I say 5 days in this case, it's 5 game days. Normally, a game day is 1 hour in real life. So if the loot respawn rate is 5 days, then someone was in this area in the last 5 hours. Could be more, could be less. It just gives you a little information to go on. It's not bad information to have to know if someone has been in this area in a while. There's lots of different reasons why. Oh, here's one that hasn't been. Now there's some lead. You can scrap that and get lead. At this point, there really is no point to have lead taking up room in your inventory. Huh, now it's funny. I've never seen it suspend itself in air like that before. Kind of funny. Probably consider it was on top of the grass or something. Alright, so anyway, I'm still picking stuff because I'm getting experience for all this stuff I'm picking up off the ground. Every crop that you pick. And yeah, it's cheesy, it's slow, but you're slow. Your character is slow. You use different methods at different points in the game. Now, somebody's got a little mini base here. This is obviously the noob area where everybody spawns in. So there's going to be things like that around. I'll check it out in a moment and see if there's anything there after I've picked all this stuff. Because once again, as I said, you get experience now and you get more experience again later when you sell this stuff to the trader. It's not really about the money you get for it. Looks like this was a new base that somebody built and someone else came along and took most of it out. We'll see if there's anything in the fire pit. Nothing there. If there was a pot there, that would be very valuable at this point in the game. We don't need coal right now. It's a waste. Yeah, we can burn it in the fire, but it's one coal. You don't want one coal taking up space in your inventory when 10 minutes from now you might need that space. Now, at some point, I'll take things that might not be useful and I'll hold them in my inventory for a while. And then when I need to make space, I'll drop them on the ground. But right now, I know it's going to be a long time before coal is very useful. And one coal is never very useful. Alright, so it looks like our hatchet is damaged. We're going to repair it. Once we get a little higher level, we will, instead of repairing it, we'll go ahead and make another one. I only repair my hatchet maybe 2 or 3 times, and then I just scrap it and make another one because I don't want the quality. Every time you repair it, the quality's going to come down. Looks like we've got a little lag on this server at the moment. It's taking a while for some of these things to open up. Now we see off in the distance we've got obviously a really new base off in the distance there. We might want to go check that out. At this point we have very little to lose if we happen to come upon the owner of that base and he kills us. So we're really risking nothing by going over there. And you never know, we might get there and find an open base where someone has come along and raided it, but they left the things that to them were useless, but to us at this stage of the game could be very helpful. You know, a true pickaxe, a true regular axe, rather than having to use this stone hatchet, things like that, to where a high level player could be useless, to us, never know, could be very useful. Now we're going to jump up this ladder. Now there's a box. It's probably empty. Yep, it's empty. But it was worth a shot. It only took us 2 seconds to investigate. Because you never know, there could have been stuff in there that to us could have been useful. Now we can go ahead and pick up these wood frames if the game would let us. Looks like we've got quite a bit of lag on this server. It's not letting us pick things up, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to scrap these items since we made them too early. And we're going to go ahead and make them again so that they register over here, upper right hand corner, in your quests. So we are going to, we already got, nope, we need the plant fiber pants is first on the list. Doesn't really matter what order you go with at this point. Alright, then the shirt, then the hood, then the shoes, and then the gloves. And then you can watch, this will turn green as they come out. Now you have to craft them. Oh, we did finally pick that up. Pick these frames up. What the hell? Now we could sit here and whack at this and get some wood out of it, but you're better off hitting a tree. You're gonna get more wood and lose less durability from your weapon or from your tool. Now, so the main thing we're looking for right now is a desert area. We want to get to a desert where we can start shoveling sand, get experience. We don't care when Horde Night is, because if Horde Night starts and we don't know about it, remember this is a PvP server. We don't care about Horde Night. Zombies are just extra. The main danger is other players. So on Horde Night, we log out for 20 minutes, go take a dump or grab a sandwich, come back afterwards and continue on. So, looks like we got most of this stuff here. Now at this point, looking at the mini map is probably not going to do us a whole lot of good, because we've only uncovered a small portion. Well, I'll go ahead and take a look at it. If you hit M, opens up your map. Use your mouse scroll wheel. You know what? There's an airdrop there. You know what? Once again, we have very little to lose at this point. Doesn't hurt for us to go ahead and head towards that airdrop. Keep picking crops along the way, getting experience. Looks like we need to wear some of these items once again. They want to wear the plant fiber shirt. Boom. And the shoes. Wear. That completes another portion of the quest. Probably see if I can get this quest done in this video. And then we'll end this video, move on to the next one. So this one might be 35 minutes or so. Alright. Craft a wooden club. Why? I don't know. I never use wooden clubs. Here it is, wooden club, craft. Basically, I craft it and then immediately scrap it. I'm not really worried about zombies at this point. But it is good to know that you can do that. We're heading for the airdrop. We launch our compass. Okay, we were heading the wrong direction to go towards that airdrop. Obviously, still picking crops and things along the way. This point, you're harvesting small amounts of crops, So it shouldn't cause too much localized lag. But once you get farther on into the game, if you start growing all kinds of crops that yield 3 or 4 of an item every time you pick it, it starts to cause some lag on the server. So a lot of servers restrict that. But as I said here, it doesn't do much because we're getting a small number. Come on, open up. Yeah, I'm not sure this was the greatest server to pick here. Hopefully this is just a once in a while thing and the server will restart once in a while. Server lag is a big deal on every server. I'm sure if you've played other online games, you've seen it as well. So most of these servers will do a restart every 5, 6, 10, 12 hours. Nice to refresh the server. Wonder if that airdrop is in the water. They're actually much easier to get if they are. Sometimes. No, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of treasure maps. Airdrops don't matter in the water on land. They're always at ground level. If your treasure map is in water, your treasure chest that you get from a treasure map, it's much easier to get the treasure if it's in water because you just swim down and grab it. You don't have to dig and look for it. You can spend 20 minutes easy digging, looking for a treasure chest in sand or ground. But if it's in water, you basically stick your head under the water. You can see it, and you swim down and grab it. There's another noob structure. What do we need? We need to craft, gather plant fibers. Okay. Craft a wooden bow. Another thing I usually may have to mess with here, but usually don't use a bow for very long either. Stay out of cities, stay away from zombies. We're going to go ahead and craft some arrows in the beginning so that it's not really, I think that's what, lead? Yeah, that's lead, something we don't need right now. Alright, so the next thing we need to craft is, yeah, see, this is definitely the noob area. There's all these noob bases. And these are obviously, these are noobs too, because anyone who's been on a PvP server before knows you never build a base like that above ground because it's so easy to get into. Any experienced player or player that's been on the server for a very short period of time knows how to get into a base like that and take all your stuff. Alright, so let's work on the rest of our quest here. Craft a wood frame. Let's go wood frame. Click on it. We need 3 of them. Craft. The arrows will be done in 10 seconds, then the frames will be made. Now let's check out this base while we're here. This might be land claimed. Yeah, it is. Oh, it's over here. Yeah, it's definitely land claimed, but no, there's a bedroll. Oh, these storage chests have stuff in them. One of them does. Yeah, it's pretty useless stuff, but at this point in the game, to me, it's not useless. Now I'm going to pick up that bedroll if it'll let me. No. Usually, one of the first things you always want to do when you're raiding someone's base, even one like this, destroy the bedroll. Once you destroy the bedroll, they log in, they don't log in on the bedroll. They end up randomly somewhere else. So even though it looks like this guy has pretty much abandoned this place, we're still going to destroy that bedroll. Oh, I know why we couldn't pick the bedroll up, because it's on a land claimed area. If it wasn't land claimed, we could just pick it up. This is how you destroy a bedroll. Now normally you'd have a better weapon or axe, and this bedroll will be really easy to destroy. But with this axe, we're only doing 1 damage per hit. We're going to have to repair. Hopefully we've got the supply. Yeah, I see we only couldn't make another axe until I pick up a few more rocks, because I used all my rocks to make arrows. See, as I'm using this axe, my construction skills are going up. That's getting me experience, or I'll gain my levels. Just a little bit longer and that bedroll will be gone. Oh, zombie. I don't know if he didn't see us. It is nighttime now, so zombies are running. Not sure. Oh, and my stamina is down. Stamina is down as well. I'm going to stay back until my stamina recovers. Oh, see, there's that zombie. I'm just walking so I can still recover stamina. I'm not going to go back near that until I get my stamina back to 100. Let's go ahead and pick some crops while we're here. Oh, another zombie. Looks like zombies only come out at night, because I didn't see any until it got to be 2200. Alright, stamina's almost up at full. We're going to run back in there and see if we can get this bedroll destroyed, just so we can show you can be done, how it's done. There we go. It just disappears, and it looks like I even got some plant fibers for it. So now I got my 3 wood frames. I got 7 actually, because I picked a few up. We're going to put them right here. We can't put them in this base because someone else has got it land claimed. Apparently the land claim's got a pretty good area too. So 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to take that same hatchet, because we need to upgrade them. And we right click for this. Now we're almost done with our initial quest. We're going to keep heading towards that airdrop, because there's airdrops can have some really good stuff in them. Sometimes it's things that you can't get, especially at this point of the game, anywhere else in the game. Looks like somebody built a dock. Yeah, I've done things like that on PvE servers when I was a noob. But at this point in the game, it's not. Oh, see, he's even got a bedroll here, and I can't pick it up. So it's land claimed as well. I was about to say, this is a dead giveaway that there might be a base underwater here. Some guys think they're clever by putting a base underwater. It's going to take me, since it's land claim, it's going to take me forever to break that right now. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to keep going towards the airdrop. Let's see how far that airdrop is. It's pretty far away. Man, we got to gather small stones. Here we go. Let's gather some small stones. That's what the game wants me to do. Now, even if I had a gun and I didn't need those feathers to make arrows, I would still take them out of the nests, as I'm doing here, put them in my inventory. Obviously there was another noob base right there and someone destroyed it. Sometimes there'll be something down below it, but I don't have the tools to be able to dig down in there right now. Once again, still picking crops, getting experience as I'm running around the map. Every little bit helps right now. Oh, somebody's planted some trees over there. That is a bad move. That is a dead giveaway that there's a player in the area. Do not plant your own trees unless you want people to know that you're in the area. If you don't mind, if you're so powerful, which I am on my the other servers I play on, you're so powerful. Oh, there's another airdrop coming. Wonder where he's going to drop it. Maybe close by. Oh, it's fairly close by. Maybe we get lucky and get both of them. Get some really good stuff. If you're so powerful, you're not worried about other players knowing when your base is, go for it. Plant all the trees you want. When I see trees like that, I see money, because there's probably a base in that area and I'm going to try to break into at some point. Oh, we passed one of the airdrops. We're going to go ahead. No, let's go back to this one. Is it there? Yeah. Oh, that's one that's just coming down. Yeah, let's run and see if we can get that one. We still need a few more stone. Get that very easily by breaking some of these rocks along the way onto that airdrop. Now, as soon as we get this airdrop, all we're going to do is open it up, hit R, see if we can. Got it right out of the air. Nice. I've never actually done that before. Wow, there's another airdrop way off that direction. Way over there. Alright, let's turn around and go for the other two. Not even going to look what we got. We're going to get out of the area as quickly as possible, because other players know that the airdrops are there as well, and as soon as they see that it disappeared, they know there's a player in the area and they may come looking for you. So we're not even going to look at what we got. We're going to try to get out of the area as quickly as possible. Now I'm cold because I'm wet, because I went into the water. Even though I made all those clothing. At this point, can I put the pants on? I already have some pants on. We need to get a few more rocks so we can build that campfire. Don't really give two shits about building a campfire here. If we destroy this, we should get a few more rocks. No, shit, we didn't get any. Oh, that's not very good. Oh, there's a little backpack. You never know, might be something useful in there. Oh, there's a shirt. +2 insulation. We'll go ahead and put that on. Scrap that. Yeah, that was 1 +2 as well, but the brown shirt looks a lot nicer. Alright. Oh, there's the other airdrop. Once again, we're going to open it up, hit R, and run away. Try to get out of the area. I still need 2 more rocks to be able to make a campfire. Come on, baby. Just 2 rocks. Something you can do, I believe, since this is asphalt, I believe hitting asphalt, yes, gets you rocks. 1 and 2. We've got our rocks. Alright, we're going to select the rocks, recipes, campfire, craft. Wait about 4 seconds, place that down. Alright, now we got some schematics there. We want to go ahead and read those right now. Rocket launcher schematic and sniper rifle schematic. You always want to read your schematics as soon as possible. Oh, and a chainsaw schematic. Nice. Because once you read it, somebody kills you, they can't take that away from you. Now we got a bunch of gun parts, most of them not related, and they're not ones that we could put together anyway because we don't have their schematics yet. Alright, let's go for these other two airdrops. There's one across the... Looks like one of them is right in the water. What's the temperature outside? Doesn't tell me on this screen. Temperature feels like 67 degrees. Now it doesn't tell me what the actual temperature is. 67 isn't too bad, but if I go in the water right now, I'm going to get almost 100% wet. And I'm going to be cold. There's a zombie. Yeah, so we got that one. Boy, there's airdrops everywhere. That tells me that players just aren't that active, or they're underground building their bases. Something like that, because with all these airdrops in the area, normally that means there's quite a few players in the area. So the next quest it wants us to do is go to the local trader. We're going to get a bunch of these airdrops first, because they're just too valuable to leave laying around at this point of the game. Later, when I'm more powerful, airdrops won't make much difference to me because I'll have plenty of stuff. But right now, it's got lots of parts and things that I don't have. I think I'm probably going to go ahead and let's take a look at the map. Oh, we missed that airdrop. Didn't see that one. I thought I checked this compass. There was nothing there. We already got that. There's some antibiotics if we get infected. Now, you never throw the, well, not never, but you want to hang on to those schematics even if you already know it, as long as you have room in your inventory, because you can always sell them at the trader, and it helps your barter skill, and the higher your barter skill, the more dukes you'll get for that. Oh, no, there's the airdrop. Oh, good. What the heck? I was going to say, yeah, it's lag. Let's read this schematic. And now we could put some of these parts together. I hate standing here in the middle of nowhere doing it. Let's crouch down. I don't want to go into that building though. That's a stock we can assemble. Put the parts in it. Now that's the only parts we have for it right now. But it saves you space in your inventory. We got two items of the sniper rifle that are the same, so we can't combine those. Oh, we're going to read this iron leg schematic. That'll come in handy later. Scrap this iron. Alright, let's go for those other airdrops. Holy mackerel, there's airdrops just seem like they keep appearing out of nowhere. Let's take a look where the settlement is. Let's back this. Okay, that's fine. Head back and get these airdrops and go to the settlement at the same time. It looks like they're going to be in the water. I'm going to have to go for a swim. It's going to be cold. Now, something about swimming. You want to hold down the... Oh, you see how I let go? You hold down the shift lock key, or the shift key, excuse me, and hold down the jump key, which is a space bar at the same time. And what that does while you're swimming is it kicks your legs behind you so that you swim faster. Swimming is still pretty slow, as it would be in real life, but it's just a little bit faster. Looks like we're Got almost 50 minutes into this video. Hopefully we can get to that settlement, it calls it. It's just a trader. Oh, alright, see the airdrop down there? Now we got to swim downward. Now you don't want to hold the jump key for this because that'll make you go back up. Now you see it notifies you that you're not breathing right now, so you need to get it in range, hit R, pick everything up right there, and get back up. Now here you can use the jump key again or the space bar to get back up where you can breathe again faster. Alright, so let's go to the next one. Looked like there was another rocket launcher schematic in there, and I didn't see what else it was. Once again, you don't want to dawdle gawking at things, standing still, where you can be slaughtered, not just by zombies, but by other players is the main thing. We're going to look underwater real quick and see if we can see this airdrop. It looks like we're getting pretty close. Yeah, looks like I see it up ahead there. Still a ways away though. Not worth trying to swim underwater yet. Yeah, you know, this part of the game can be a little boring. But, you know, they can't make everything super magnificent, stupendously exciting. Oop. Accidentally took my finger off the jump key, off the space bar. See, once again, I could see the airdrop. I think part of that, too, was that my stamina got low, so I wasn't running anymore. I think you need to be running in order to swim. Oh, and here we go. Oh, see that? See this colored area? If we wanted to dig that up, there would be clay there. Obviously, we don't need to be digging. Oh, we got the sledge schematic. We're going to go ahead and read that. Iron sledgehammer. And back out of the water. Now, I'm not going to try to swim all the way to that one, because that's way too far. So we're going to go ahead and, since the settlement is right there, we're going to go ahead and go to the settlement. Finish our beginning quest. By the time we get there, he'll be pretty close to opening up, and we'll sell him a bunch of this junk, and you'll be able to see how your barter skills go up, and it raises your level at the same time as you sell stuff to the trader. We're going to go ahead and repair this axe just as soon as we get out of the water. We have some rock on it. Don't have any rock on us. Okay. We got a rocket launcher that time and some ammo for it, not just the schematic. See the schematic, it says known. Beakers, very valuable, but also very important. It's one of the few things that you cannot craft. And they're very important later in the game to make a chemistry station. Now you see, now we got our sniper rifle parts. We can go ahead and combine that with our sniper rifle receiver. Save some more space in our inventory. Even though they're damaged, you can put them together like that and make more space. I went ahead and I'm going to go ahead and put my rocket launcher in my main weapon slot. And I think that's good. Let's head to that trader. It's 4:24 right now. It doesn't open until 6 a.m., but game time, that's only about 7 minutes or something. So we're just going to continue to pick crops along the way. Before we try to sell, we're not going to sell the cotton to the trader. We're going to turn it into cloth and then sell it, because you'll get more dukes for it that way. Now you noticed I checked that fire pit back there just in case there was a pot or a grill in it, because you need a pot to boil water to drink. Right now I'm doing okay, but I'm going to need water pretty soon. Pick up these couple of rocks. Yeah, if you watch some of these other guys' videos in this game, you'll see them, oh, run around, get all these resources, get it. No. PvP is a totally different animal. The most valuable thing on a PvP server is your levels. Increasing your levels as quickly as possible so that you can make better stuff. Protecting yourself, once again, as I said before, we'd probably throw that away later, but actually we can sell that to the trader. Even after we scrap it, we can sell the scrap to the trader. And the trader's going to open up in 1 hour of game time, which should be about 5-6 minutes of real time. So we're going to continue to pick crops in the area, get our experience. Now you see this depression right here? That's obviously man-made. Now in this case, there were probably some rocks here, and a player came along and broke the rocks, and that created the depression. But other times when you see a depression like that, it could be a good sign that somebody has built a base underground right there. Now we can take our frame and see that there's no land claim in this area. A land claim in the area obviously is a dead giveaway that there's a base in the area. One of the best things you can do is just start looking around, digging around. Now I'm at such a low level, the only kind of base I can raid at this point, we'll go ahead and wear that for now and scrap that. The only kind of base I can raid at this point is a base that's just wide open and I can walk in and open a chest. I might be able to break into a wooden chest, but I'm going to have to sit there for 5 minutes at least. So I would probably do it if I thought there was something in it. But base hunting at this point, it's going to take forever. It's not worth your time. Alright, 5:36. It should be opening up really soon. I'm going to go ahead and get a few rocks. Are a little short on rocks. Oh, we don't need the nitrate or the iron, so screw that. It can go all over the ground. Although we should have iron. Why is that? Oh, because it's raw iron. You know what? Let's eat something here. That'll free up, actually get rid of the lead. Keep the rest for now. Go ahead and get that raw iron. Raw iron we can scrap and then sell to the trader. Yeah, lead, we have to have a lot of it to sell to the trader. Let's see. Let's go ahead and turn this cotton into cloth fragments. Then it will go into this stack and save us space. Excuse me there. Oh, again. Oh, left me. Yeah, this server has definitely got some lag problems. At least right now. That's fine, since I'm not planning on playing on this server for now. If you look at my temperature, 26 degrees, it's kind of cold, but it's not going to kill me at this point. And the sun should be coming up any second. And the trader opening, and it'll warm up, and I'll be fine. Once again, you see me jumping around. At this point, it's just habit. Move around, jump sometimes back and forth, sometimes around. That way I can continue to watch the horizon around me and see if there are any zombies or other players approaching me. Let's go ahead. Oh, we're out of room for that. See, we're really not getting much resources doing that anyway, so it's really a waste of time. Normally I would scrap these flashlights. Scrap that can. Now Trader Joel's... Oh, there's a player down there. Shit. That's what I was just about to say. Oh, I can shoot a rocket at him. Oh, this might just be my chance to get just a bunch of stuff. If I could catch him coming out and shoot a rocket at him and kill him, I could get all his stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can make a chest. Just throw it on the ground here, put my stuff in it. And then if he did kill me, I wouldn't lose everything. Come on, where's the chest? Where's the chest? Okay, I'm gonna drop the chest down. Oh, that's a flashlight. Put most everything in it except the rockets. Should I... Keep that. Alright, let's see if we can get this guy. He's probably going to kill us. But if we get lucky, if he's not too high, if he's not too powerful, if we get lucky, we can shoot him with the rocket launcher and take all his stuff. I'm going to go a little slower. This is where you want to listen. I'm crouching. You want to listen. Trader's over to the right. As soon as he opens that door, I'm shooting my rocket. Come on, baby. Is he in there? There we go. Got him! Yes! Awesome. He didn't have much, but we got it all. I'm going to immediately take it in and sell it.
Hey, jackass, can I lighten that backpack up for you?
6,000 dukes. Freaking awesome. Now what we want to do, if we're going to spend it, we need to spend it quickly and get out of the area. We're going to buy, we can't buy a pistol yet. Damn it, we don't have, oh, he's got an AK. Hells yeah.
Get the hell out of my store.
Hells yeah.
For real customers.
We're closing the door. See, the biggest mistake he made was not closing that door. If he had closed the door behind him, I would have had to open the door to get in there, and he would have heard the door opening. If he knew what he was doing, he would have heard the door opening and would have known I was there. Where the hell's that chest? I knew I should have marked it on my map. It was right here on the side of the hill. There it is. I just see somebody else. I'll scrap this crap. Put that on. Actually, nope. Scrap that too. Scrap that. Throw away this torch. Nice. A pickaxe. I'll pick up all our stuff. Get rid of the torch. And we can go ahead and read this. Thought I saw somebody. Boy, that was an awesome ambush right there, though. Okay, so we completed the initial quest, and we got our first kill. That's phenomenal. That's a great start. I'm going to end the video here since we've got an hour and 6 minutes in. And since we don't want, you know, if he's got friends, he may come back with his buddies looking for me. If I go ahead and log out, I'll be gone. I'll end the video here with my weapon in my hand. Exit out. Come back later tomorrow whenever I feel like it. And more than likely there'll be no one there. And then I can go into the trader, sell all my stuff, sell some of his stuff. Take his 6,000 dukes. That is a phenomenal amount of dukes at this point of the game. There's not going to get anywhere near that many dukes this fast. Alright, so that was a great day. Once again, check out JM's 7 Days to Die PvP Playground for more videos like this. This is going to be a series. I guess I'll stay on this server since we had a heck of a time first day. And Alpha 16.4 at the moment. When 17 comes out, we'll start a whole new series. We might even continue this series if this server stays on 16.4 for a while. Some of them will change immediately. Some of them will wait a while and let them work out the bugs. All right, once again, thanks for watching my video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you feel like it, and we'll see you next time.